YouTube, how is everybody doing? Welcome back to today's video. I want to show you a massive accumulation pattern that's been forming on XRP. This pattern takes us to our running flat pattern. A running flat indicates that once XRP forms a double top formation, there should be a double bottom towards 16 cents, give or take. A lot of people are gonna hate me for posting this because and I know a lot of hodlers were anticipating a major pump to the upside. A lot of people, and the reason being is back in 2017 2020 mark, a lot of people were calling for a similar fractal as to what happened in 2017. They were anticipating a similar market rhythm where once we break this pennant formation right over here, there should be a break massively. There should be massive demand coming in, similar to what happened in 2017. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So a lot of people are, they're just hodling and they got sucked in at the top. And, this is all part of the cycle, you guys. There's no such thing as easy money. If there were, a lot of people would be investing and dumping all their money across these altcoins. And these patterns cannot be this easy. All right. If it was this easy, a lot of people, would buy this and, we would have seen that pump. Unfortunately, history has proven to us sometimes there needs to be some type of corrective waves. There needs to be some type of shakeouts, stop triggers, and liquidity hunts. And that's exactly what I anticipate. Because this double top formation has printed, this is where we change and adapt to these markets. All right, I'm not going to fight the algorithm because it doesn't want to go for a massive pump similar to what we've seen in 2017. I'm going to let the algorithm do its thing. Remain patient because I know the future for XRP. Right? XRP has massive future, has massive utility. Right over here, we have a major A followed by B and followed by a C wave. Inside these subwaves, and I'm not going to get into this in every single detail. However, we have a ABC as well. And this pullback, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which consists of an ABC correction. So right now, what we're witnessing is a possible 1, 2, third. Ooh, let me delete that. This should be an impulsive move. This is actually not a 1, 2, 3 because we made a new higher high. So this would be considered an irregular. So we have our A, B, C. Bottom should be at the 1.618 fib level at approximately $8 mark, psychological level. All right. However, the bigger time structure, as we can see, indicates that C wave should come to a double bottom, meeting our A wave. All right, which is way off. A wave is all the way down at 17 cents. We're still up at $8 mark. So I anticipate and I'm hoping that this plays out because this gives me a chance to accumulate XRP for a much discounted price. A lot of people are, tired of waiting. However, if we can get another chance and we can accumulate more, why not? The lower this pullback, and I'll cover this here shortly, the lower the pullback, the bigger the rally. All right. So let's assume that price action comes down towards 16 cents, give or take. This would indicate, and this is how we measure our next possible forecast. We take our top to the bottom of where this next bottom should be. So I'm assuming give or take 17 cents. Actually, I think this is way too bearish. Let's keep it at a double bottom at 30 cents. So if we come down to 30 cents, give or take, our next peak should be at the 1.618 fib level at $12 mark. All right. Again, the lower the pullback, notice how the 1.618 shifts as well, indicating a bigger rally. So if we come down for a double bottom, instead of $8 being our bottom, you're looking towards $24. Now, if, and this is a big if, C wave is complete, there's no sellers, nobody's panic selling, there's no shorts being placed, and this is actually our absolute bottom at a dollar mark. Once again, it's a nice psychological level. Then the bottom becomes, we'll take it from top to bottom. Our bottom becomes, or our next peak becomes $7. All right, because the pullback wasn't major. That's why there's people that want this to go for a major pullback, because they understand the fundamentals and technical analysis of these Elliott Wave theory. All right, so let me know in the comment section below, are you leaning more towards a dollar mark, or are you hoping more for a 16 cents mark? I'd like to hear your opinions in the comment section below. If you guys found this video helpful by any means, make sure you hit that like button. If there's likes, if there's support, there's interest on the XRP pair, I'll go ahead and push more videos. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next video.